A recent article about a coffee shop encouraging customers to give them good reviews by giving them free coffee has caught the media headlines lately. I thought it was worth a quick pause and reflection through the lens of a curious leader. So let's start with what happened. A particular coffee shop put a sign on their bar inviting customers to show a screenshot providing they had left the store a positive review, specifically a 9 or 10 out of 10 rating on their feedback form. And in exchange for that, those customers received a free medium drink. It might seem like a clever marketing tactic, but it quickly attracted significant scrutiny. National media outlets picked up on the story almost immediately, criticising it as shameless and warning that it undermines the integrity of the entire system. And consumer watchdogs and social review platforms warned that incentivising this kind of feedback risks distorting the very metrics relied upon for transparency, performance, and customer satisfaction, and even hinders the organisation from being able to make improvements because they blind themselves from critical feedback. The incident has prompted a wider conversation about how genuine feedback is gathered and about the public's trust in review ratings. The company involved, for their part, have acknowledged the issue and announced an investigation, and they've also made it clear that the offer was an isolated incident and is not corporate policy. Before we go any further, I want to be absolutely clear that I'm not interested in contributing to the trial by social media that can often follow stories like this, and I have no intention of passing judgment or condemning anyone who may or may not have played a part. The reality is, people are often under immense pressure, especially at the front lines, and sometimes they make mistakes. My priority is not about blame or outrage, but learning, reflection, and practical improvement. So, this brings us to a broader and I think more critical discussion. The story highlights the pervasive focus on metrics, ratings, and reviews that dominates so much of our lives. Metrics are not bad. In fact, a well-designed measure implemented with care can often improve services and spotlight excellent work. But what happens when the pursuit of good scores becomes an end in itself? When a rating isn't a reflection of genuine experience anymore, but instead a target to be achieved, sometimes by any means necessary, that's not a good thing. In all kinds of organisation, there is a relentless focus on numbers, and it can risk distorting cultures. Staff feel pressured to game the system, potentially putting results above genuine improvements. Metrics can become proxy markers for success, and the rich human realities behind service delivery can be lost. We have seen this before, and each time the lesson is the same. When incentives and accountability become too tightly bound to specific numbers on a page, you risk incentivising the wrong behaviours. So what can we learn from this coffee shop? Well, even well-meaning attempts to boost scores can quickly backfire, undermining trust from both customers and regulators. Genuine improvements rely on a culture that invites honest feedback, values improvement over perfection, and embraces transparency for its own sake, not just for the metrics. So my challenge for all leaders in all sectors is, let's keep asking the right questions. Are our metrics helping us learn, improve, and serve better? Or have they become just another box to tick? Thank you for listening. Keep this conversation going. Please drop a comment in the chat. And until next time, keep leading, keep learning, and keep leveling up.